Welcome to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. My name is Nilaus, and this is the start of a brand new Let's Play, or basically more of a walkthrough of this absolutely amazing game. So, before we dive in, I just want to talk about sort of what you can expect from the series and why we're doing it right now. The game came out about, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 years ago, but and I played it, so I completed the whole game, so it's not really a Let's Play in the sense that I'm going to explore it with you. It's more of a walkthrough because I wanted to revisit this absolutely stunning game. This is one of my absolute favorite games, and yeah, so I hope that you want to join me on this journey through the wondrous world of Sekiro. So let's talk about basically, as I said, walkthrough. I'm gonna do a 100% run of this one, killing all the bosses if at all possible, going through all the nooks and crannies. I'm gonna let the cutscenes run. We're gonna listen to the dialogue because we're gonna enjoy the immersion of the game. I'm gonna explain some of the lore. I'm gonna explain the tactics. So I hope this is going to be a good introduction and a good walkthrough for you if you're interested in this game. So the reason why it's right now is because there's a DLC or a free DLC coming out on the 28th of October. So I thought, you know what, I want to play that. So let's go into this. A few details. This will be an episodal thing with episodes ranging in the 20 to 40 minute range, and they will be released on a daily basis on my YouTube channel. The game is played on PC with an Xbox controller, so because that's kind of how I feel these games should be played. Anyway, I think that's enough for us to dive in. We're going to start by jumping in to a cutscene. The first cutscene is a bit long, so skip ahead if you like, or enjoy the absolutely wondrous setup that we will get from the cutscene. So let's enjoy it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
In the closing years of the Sengoku era, Japan was consumed by perpetual conflict. The fires of war raged on, spreading deep into the mountains, to the land of Ashina.
Is the war finally over? General Tamura is no more!
Master swordsman Isshin Ashina staged a bloody coup and wrested control of the land.
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose? Well, would you look at that? Fascinating. Will you join me, starving wolf?
On that day, a young cub was taken from the battlefield. He trained relentlessly, and indeed, went on to become a master shinobi.
Listen, wolf. You must never forget the shinobi code. As your father, my word is absolute. Your master's is a close second. As of today, he is your master. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. You understand me, don't you, Wolf?
Some 20 years after Ishin's coup, the Ashina clan was on the brink of collapse. And the shinobi, known as Wolf, had lost everything. Both the man who took him in and the boy he had sworn to protect.
Shinobi, open your eyes. For the sake of your master.
And here we are, welcome. So that was an amazing intro, just setting up a bit of the stage for what we are doing. So we are serving our master, who we have somehow lost. We found ourselves without a memory, found in a pit somewhere, desolate? I don't know. And some woman dropped down a note for us. So let's see. Ornamental letter, a letter thrown into the well. Kuro's Wolf, your destiny awaits you at the Moonview Tower. Escape from the well and find the tower bathed in moonlight. Even without a blade, you can reach it. Stay silent, stay vigilant. So this game, maybe I should have mentioned that previously, is more of a stealth game. It is by FromSoftware, so it's the same as all the Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and it's difficulty-wise. By many would say higher difficulty because you don't have any mechanics to summon help in combat. And so moving around, we have a stealth option, and you can see the borderline of the screen changes. So we're going to be stealthing a lot, and in the air near a wall jump, double jump. A game without double jump would just not be a game, would it? We're now in Ashina Reservoir, and our goal is to find our sword. I didn't even notice that we have yellow or purple socks on it. I mean, of course we have purple socks. Nothing else would make sense. Hug the wall. Okay, we're just here. We are just learning mechanics of how everything works. Lean forward and stealth. Advance without being seen by crouching in bushes and moving on the floors. You do not have a sword at the moment. Use stealth to avoid enemies and head to the Moonview Tower. If you're about to be seen, warning markers appear over the enemies' heads. Yeah. Alright, that's actually
that
cool.
Shinobi
That's
at the bottom of the well. We didn't shackle him, restrain him, nothing. That doesn't worry anybody?
Not at all. Not only is he unarmed, he has completely lost his will to live. Nothing but a coward. Unworthy of our concern.
Well, let's see about that. I guess I'm going to be a bit of your concern later on. And we sneak underneath. And there are luckily more bushes here. So the really cool part is that there's so much sneaking here. And any encounter so combat consists of sneaking in, because that's super easy. And if you can't sneak in, you have the amazing sword fight with clashes and parries and dodges, and less dodges but a lot of parries. Super awesome. And it's that combination that really endeared me to the game. So for some people have been asking me, like, why do I love this game so much? And it has this FromSoftware theme to it, where it looks beautiful. The scenery is absolutely amazing. All the things that we see Well, we don't see very much because we are at the corner, you could say. The scenery is absolutely amazing. I mean, if we'll remember Bloodborne, for example. It's the same kind of thing. And the story is really complex and elaborate. It's not simply, well, the princess is in another castle. It's super advanced, and you have to sort of piece it together. The combat is absolutely amazing, and the boss fights are so grueling. Let's see who we meet here.
You did well to come here. It's been too long, Wolf.
I've come to free you, my lord.
Well then. Raise your head. Kusabimaru, your sword. My shinobi. In accordance with the bond of lord and retainer, you will pledge your life in my service.
As you command.
Kusabimaru, a katana given by Kuro, the divine heir, an heirloom to the Hirata family, a cadet branch descended from Ashina. Once thought lost, it has found its way back into the hands of the wolf. The name Kusabimaru beseeches. A shinobi's role is to kill, but even a shinobi must not forget mercy. A mantra of the blade itself may manifest. Let's talk. Oh, we have a sword.
Loyal Wolf, I see you are wounded. I have something that may help. It is a special gourd of medicinal waters. Use it to heal your wounds.
A gourd filled with a vitality restoring medicine. Resting refills the gourd, made by an apprentice of the extraordinary Dr. Dogan. Though it is strange that the gourd's medicinal waters refill automatically, the seeds within may hold a secret on how it works. It's like, don't worry about it, it just works. Yeah, so these are our Estus flasks.
Now then, were you gravely injured? Afterward?
After what?
Do you not remember that night?
I do not.
No. We'll talk about it later. Right now, we must escape Ashina Castle.
As you say.
There's a secret passage beneath the moat bridge that will take us out of the castle. Lord Ishin told me about it once. I ask you to find that secret passage. Once you find it, signal me with a reed whistle. You know, like you used to long ago. I will join you as soon as I hear it.
Long ago. So there's a... use quick items. You can cycle through various quick items and use each according to the situation. For instance, if you've taken damage, you can recover the vitality with the gourd. Yes. So we are going to go into open the equipment menu, and this is our equipment menu. We have some things up here, skills that we haven't learned yet. Those are kind of our active things, and this is items we can use. We can have our healing gourd, and we can have a homeward icon idol. This one will teleport us back to the this small palm-sized wooden Buddha can be used repeatedly. Held by the wolf ever since he was saved by his father. Its corners are rounded with use. This Buddha is used to return home. It will return the user to the last visited Sculptor's Idol or the Dilapidated Temple. Sculptor's Idol is a fireplace thing. Cool. We are now here. So there's a few very good references here. Kuro says, "Do you not remember that night?" So we don't know what that night is, but it's something. Get some medicinal pellets that restore vitality. A secret treatment passed down for generations in these lands. Records say it has been used in battles since times long gone and lent to the famed resilience of Ashina warriors. A pill case full of these pellets should serve as a battle charm. Cool. That's also really nice because it allows us some healing over time. They are consumables and they will not be refreshed. So let's see if do you have anything else? Always just want to exhaust the dialogue.
There's a secret passage. Find this when you've reached. I'll come as.
Okay, so that was just repeating it in case we forgot. So it's time for us to get out and start fighting. You know what? We're very hurt, so we'll just consume this one. Right, so we got someone there. Let's see if we can. Posture and death blows. A shinobi aims to break the opponent's posture, which is an absolutely fantastic mechanic. You will see it at the top of the screen. Attacking an enemy is one way to achieve this. When an enemy posture breaks, he is vulnerable to a shinobi death blow. And yeah, so toggle log on. We're gonna sneak up behind this guy. And we get the red dot, that means we do an instant kill. Alright, well that kind of showed a few things already. So we got a death blow with the red dot, and the other guy came in and attacked us. So we do a parry. You can just hold it, and then you'll be blocking attacks. When you block attacks, you're not gonna take damage, unless it's special attacks. But we'll get to that. But if you just tap it right at the last second, then you'll do a parry, and you can see, maybe you saw it, there was a flash, and that flash means that they get staggered and lose posture. That was actually why, because we did a perfect parry, he actually got staggered and we could do the death blow. So a lot of fighting is extremely fast in this game, which I absolutely love. There's a guy. Let's see if we can sneak him. Maybe, maybe not. No. Oh, see the bar is filling? Oh, okay, he's ours. Alright. Alright, deflection. Sometimes relentless attack is not enough to break the enemy posture. Deflecting attacks is another way to damage their posture. A master shinobi uses a combination of deflect and attack, which is just deflect at the right moment, and it takes a bit of practice. But unlike the parrying in Bloodborne, it feels so damn intuitive in this game. So damn intuitive. Okay, so we got someone there. Let's try and sneak around them. We don't want... Generally in this game, you do not want to fight two at once. Fighting one at a time, then you can watch their parries and all that thing. But if you're fighting two, then you can't parry both of them at the same time, and you can't sort of do that sword fighting back and forth. So you always want to avoid fighting multiple enemies. By locking onto your target and keeping your enemy in front of you, you'll find it much easier to attack, deflect, and perform combat actions. Yes. The lock-on is working absolutely fantastic in this game. So we're going to try to go this way instead. While targeting, change target. Yeah, I know you want me to do the other one, but I'm not going to do it. I want to go this way. This door is not open. So this is where we came from. We walked through these and the reeds. Now, there's some things here, and down here. So I don't want to fight both of them at once, so I think I'll try to sneak up behind them. And the other guy is, of course, seeing us, so let's walk back. See, he hit me once and took a bit of damage from it. Ouch. Ugh. Actually, we'll just use our only healing gourd here. I think there's one guy. Oh, there's a guy there. Oops. And this is not super necessary to do it like that, but we want to... Oh, another thing, you have iframes when you're in the death blow animation, so woohoo, just made it. All right. So the first mini boss is coming up. Leader Hikinori Yamauchi. A counter slash can be performed immediately after deflecting an attack. This allows you to deal posture damage without giving the enemy time to recover. So this is our first trial at the boss. Ah, come on. And then you can see the 2 dots in the top left-hand corner. He has to be killed twice. Some powerful opponents require multiple death throws to be killed. The number of death throws required to kill an enemy is shown by the red circular markers above their vitality bar. Each death throw removes 1 marker. Alright. And boom. Gotcha. We got another pellet in case we needed it. Okay, so we have now cleared this area, Ashina Reservoir, and we need to head over to the moat. This is the moat down there. You can't get down there. Well, not really at this point. A fistful. Ash gripped into hardened clump. Throw it at an enemy to temporarily distract them. I never really used it. I mean, it kind of bothers me that I haven't used it. Maybe it's good when you have 2 enemies or something. So those are small things I never really use. Okay, so let's go up here. Double jump and sneak. Okay, so then we have an opportunity to eavesdrop on the guys on top.
You know that secret passage at the bottom of the moat, under the bridge? We just got orders to guard it.
Security's getting tight. War will be upon us very soon.
So the interesting thing is, like, Kuro is the master of this realm, but somehow has to hide from his own troops. How does that work? Something is not right. Alright, we get to see this one. Very often, it is valuable just to go all out this attack on these. Okay, so here we have the moat, and down there, let's go over here, all the way over to this area, and now we can drop down. Get a little thing, pellet, drop down again, and again. I don't think there's anything up there for now. Nope. And we are now at this location. Huh. That actually looks like a sculptor's idol. But it is not. Let's see. Is there anything down there? Nope. Nothing to distract us while getting there. Alright, so let's blow the reed whistle and summon Kuro so we can get out. This appears to be an escape route. Call the divine air with the reed whistle. Yes, indeed. Kuro said, like you did before, previously, which is so long ago. Also interesting reference.
Wolf, you found it. Now let us leave this place.
Yes, my lord.
And so ends the game. We are leaving the Ashina lands and...
To think that this is the only way. To run from the fated bloodline is the only answer.
Well...
Where shall we go once we're away from the castle? I suppose the first thing we should do is cross the Ashina border. Or perhaps we should hide somewhere. What do you think?
Whatever you desire.
Whatever I desire? That's the wolf I know.
My lord.
Oh, nothing. I was just reminiscing. Onward, then.
Alright, onward then. What could possibly go wrong with our escape plan in the very first episode? Look at this beautiful field. Oh, by the way, before we get started, look at the cutscene on Wolf's hand when he draws the sword. It's very important to notice because it changes over the course of the game. It's such a small detail, but it just shows how awesome this game is. So, pay attention to it.
The divine heir. Last we stood together was your uncle's funeral.
Lord Genichiro. Thank you.
Leave this to me.
See the grip? Oh, there. It's a bit of stumbling to find the grip.
So the noble shinobi stands in our way.
Here we go.
You face Genichiro Ashina.
This is an easy fight. Easy fight. Okay, my posture is almost broken. Look at the bottom. Ow. 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 My hand. Not even bloodied sword.
Is that all the shinobi has to offer? The divine heir will be coming with me.
One of those. Yeah, this is one of those fights where you're not supposed to win. Just FYI. But it is possible to win it. Interesting blanket. Look at the hand.
What is this?
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate, just yet.
I like the sculptor. Shinobi prosthetic, the artificial arm of a shinobi passed down by the sculptor. A replica of a human arm fitted with a variety of mechanisms, apparently designed with modifications in mind. While it bears a number of cuts and it's stained thick with blood and oil, it's been impeccably maintained. Yeah, so now the real game starts. We're gonna just, before we dive in to this, well, the first one was kind of the tutorial. There's still a bit more tutorial, but let's
what
go
do you
here.
call yourself? Your eyes, the eyes of a wolf who has failed in his duties. Or so it seems to me.
That is not your concern.
Spoken like a true shinobi. I must carve the Buddha. You do what you will.
Why am I here?
All I did was drag you here. Didn't even know if I was dragging a corpse. Couldn't let you get eaten by a pack of wild dogs.
How long was I asleep?
Some time has passed since I found you.
I see.
However, your master yet lives. He's being held prisoner in Ashina Castle. They will soon make use of his bloodline. Looking at you, I'm sure you appreciate the value it has.
My left arm. What did you do to me?
That is
Look at
what
that
I
one.
call the shinobi prosthetic. A fitting fang for a one-armed wolf. Useless when it comes to carving Buddha, though. You can have it.
Shinobi prosthetic.
It is no mere replacement for your lost arm. Come to me if you find any shinobi tools.
Shinobi tools. I see. For this device.
You catch on quick. If you bring me shinobi tools, I'll find a way to fit them to the shinobi prosthetic. Then you'll come to appreciate its worth. I've said too much. Go now.
What did you mean when you said they'll make use of his bloodline?
I don't know much about him, except the dragon's heritage. There's a special kind of blood by that name, and that blood runs through your master's veins.
So the divine heir.
Someone's after him. Might be that the strange things happening to your body have something to do with that. You're quite the strange one, yet other peculiar visitors have come to this temple. There's one in the clearing to the right of the gate leading off the temple grounds. Two strangers in strange circumstances. You two might get along.
Yeah, so there we have it. Kuro, our master, has been kidnapped by Lord Genichiro to make use of his bloodline, which will be the theme going through the entire game, the bloodline. And this is our dilapidated temple. It is a beautiful place. Commune with the sculptor's idol. We can go here. Sculptor's idol menu. Sculptor's idol serve as checkpoints that can be found throughout the Ashana. Resting at a sculptor's idol will completely replenish vitality and restore one use of resurrection. Additionally, quick items and spirit emblems in storage will be added to your current inventory. With some exceptions, resting will also revive defeated enemies. So what we can do is rest here. And you can see our stats. We are looking for prayer beads, for mini-boss from missing bosses, memories from main bosses. That is to our vitality and our attack power. So killing a real boss, main boss, it will give us more attack power, more damage. And killing mini bosses will give us more vitality, which is like more health. So it's a pretty cool way. And then we can earn XP for buying skills, and we can get money for buying equipment, and we can get spirit emblems. Spirit emblems are used to use special abilities. Unseen Aid is if we die, we don't suffer the losses of death so hardly. It's 30% chance of not losing our weapons and things. We got another pellet here, and so if we do have one person up there, but we'll save that for next time. So we are at the end of our first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. The first episode is naturally very much lore heavy, so we're not really getting into a lot of the fighting. We have to learn the mechanics. We have to get set up the game and learn our character Sekiro, or actually the wolf. And yeah, so that's where we are right now. We start this dilapidated temple will be our fire-linked temple. This is where we come back and do stuff at, and we'll be using these. Will be the equivalent, if you're familiar with Dark Souls, with like the fireplaces. So that's nothing new there. But there's tons of new mechanics that we're gonna learn and really digging in. So that's gonna be in the next episode. We're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode. And if you like it and you want to see more, then be sure to hit the like button. It helps me tremendously on the first episode of a Let's Play, also just generally. And leave a comment below if there's something you want different, more or less of. And by all means, I really also want you to ask questions about the lore, because I'd really like to explain it, and it's super complicated. So, thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, take care and stay effective.